Hey guys, hey. Coming on to a quick collective. See what's going on for the day. I grabbed my not so nice deck, so let's see what it has to say. Okay, you may be in need of clarity, feeling really confused. Looks like you may have just walked away from someone. Something tried to come out. It was the final straw for you. You picked yourself. You had self-respect. Nice. Because you knew you deserved better. And I chose me. Damn, this deck is not nice either. And those are probably the only nice cards in this thing. But you chose yourself but you still are feeling a pull to them, which is normal, by the way. So right now you're really in need of clarity. You're feeling like you have a chaos emotionally. I think what they did something that was the final straw for you, that they overstepped somewhere. And you knew you needed to pick yourself, that it came down to you or them kind of thing. So you stuck with your self-respect. Good for you. Because you knew that you deserved better, not that you knew that you knew. And you put your self-worth first. I think that felt really empowering for you, even if it was painful. And you chose yourself. I mean, like, that's bam, 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 like across the board. Nice. Good for you. That's awesome. That's hard to do, you know? Not always, but that can be. I think you still have a pull to them. You still are. Okay. So third party might be involved in. Okay. Well, that one was trying to come out too, so we will take it. Yeah, okay. Yes, you came in like you came in sharp with it. You were like, we're done, that's it. And I think something may have happened during a celebration or like a party of some kind that was over the line for you, because it looks like it could have been third party. And that was really, I think, what put you into, no, I'm not gonna be that person that just is like, oh, that's okay, you made a mistake. I mean, we all do that, but give me a break, you know? That's intentional. And you came in, you were like cutthroat about it. You were like, we're done, peace out, bean sprout. And you chose yourself, which is awesome. I'm so proud of you. That can be really hard to do. It's like that was scary for you to do. There's sadness with it, but it really felt empowering for you to be like, no, I choose myself. That's how you know you made the right decision too. Even there's a difference between regret and pain, right? But boy, they are confirmation. Choking me out with the smoke. Yeah, so you're still feeling, you still have a bit of the ties to that person. Again, totally normal. And I think you might feel a little bit like, oh, maybe I should try to fix this. It's not your job to fix it when they fucked it up. That's on them to fix it. They screwed it up. They need to come and make it right. Or if you're just needing the apology, and then they can fuck off. Whatever feels right for you. But this looks like they stepped over boundaries, and it really looks like it had to do with third party. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Third party can be like family, friends. They chose to do something you weren't comfortable with, and it just was the last straw for you. And that, I think there's some real grief over. I think that's where the pain comes from, is that they chose to step on the boundaries anyway. That you had, it looks like you were clear about it. But then you came in and were like, done. Because they were willing to risk it, so you cut them right off. Which gave you some self empowerment. Like you were like, okay, yes. And that's how you know you did the right thing. Because it kind of filled your own buckets up, as they say, right? And I think it almost makes you feel a little fearless, even with the pain. And it's like, no, I did the right thing. You really listen to yourself here. And then there's always that little voice in the back kind of being like, did we make the right choice? Am I gonna regret this? And that's just kind of getting over having a constant presence in your life that is no longer a constant presence. Doesn't mean, you can never tell what the future brings, right? But at this point, you're having to move forward without someone there that you were used to having there consistently. And so I think that's kind of where your regret and like pain is coming up from, because it's not addiction, it's just kind of having the withdrawal of not having someone there anymore. You have to get used to the void now rather than the presence. That's the best way I can put that. So whew. Okay, I'm gonna take that because it fell right out. Yeah, I think that whatever they chose to do that was overstepping your boundaries, that's where your sorrow is. Like, that's where I cut it. I don't have to. Yeah. You could be really getting up in your head, though, and about this. So this maybe you might be seeing this as a reminder to you to get out of your head. Go get outside, go enjoy the weather, go. Okay, and you probably viewed this person as someone that you considered like someone you've had lifetimes with, and someone that was your other half, right? But now with this whole thing, it makes you feel really hopeless about that. And it makes you feel like maybe you were wrong. So instead of going in and being like, oh, I wasn't right, yeah, just, I think, accept that it is what it is right now. And instead of being like, oh, I was wrong, and taking it in on like blaming yourself, just be like, well, it's their loss because they're the ones that stepped over the boundaries that you clearly put up. Like, I think you were very clear about this boundary, and the motherfucker just stepped right over it. So, ooh, healing on the bottom of the deck. So I think it's, yeah, you viewed this person as someone who you had a lot of past lives with, and I think you are going a little bit back and forth again. So this is pretty fresh. This is not something that happened months or years ago. Well, it could have happened months ago, I suppose, but it's not something that happened more than 4 months ago. I've heard that. So it can't be something too old. But you view them, or you did. I don't think you're still viewing them like that. I want another one for that, because I don't think you still see them like that. Yeah, okay, so I think you did really view them as kind of like your other half, but because of this boundary crushing, it makes you feel almost hopeless that you viewed them that way. Like, it makes you feel like it was like a bluff. Like, you're like, no, I've been tricked, kind of a thing. I shouldn't have thought that about. Instead of going in with it that way, just be like, wow, you have the potential to be something great, and then you made a really shitty choice. And that's on them. So even if you viewed them as your other half, and that doesn't mean that falls to you. That means that they had the potential to possibly be that for you, and then they went bombing right over boundaries. And now here we are. And you cut that straight off, which is good. And I think there might be a part of you that wants to kind of go back or tip, like, don't stalk, don't, like, be all incognito, there it is, and spy. Don't do any of that stuff. This is, your fear will always come up and be like, oh my God, if you don't go and like do something now, they'll never come around. You'll lose them forever. There's no point to it. This quick, go fix it. It's not your job to fix it when they're the ones that fucked up. I don't know why I'm talking like I have a lisp right now, but here we are. So it's when they fuck up, it's their job to fix it. When you fuck up, it's your job to fix it, right? That's how it works in any type of partnership, friendship, any type of relationship. You mess up, it's your job to go and be accountable. If they mess up, it's their job to come and be accountable, whatever that looks like for you guys. So I think this is coming to you as a big reminder that you did the right thing. You picked yourself, because they obviously were fine crossing boundaries, and they made a terrible choice, and that's pretty obvious. Well, now they need to figure that out for themselves. You go rushing back in to try and fix something they broke, which, by the way, makes no sense. But when our emotions get the best of us and we feel we're in fear, right? We're acting out of fear. We can do all kinds of crazy shit. But instead of rushing back in there, realize that you did the right thing and it's their job to come and fix that. And meanwhile, you keep persisting with your own life. I was going to say pursuing. So maybe you're pursuing something. There's a reason I wanted to say that. So maybe you are, maybe this was a distraction from something you originally wanted to pursue, and they kind of became your whole world for a while, and now you can get back to that. So the removal might have been also to get you back on track if you were veered off your path. So I don't know, I just needed to say that. So something to think about there, but I think really this is a big reminder to you that you did the right thing, and now it's time to continue moving forward regardless of what they're doing. Don't spy and do all that other stuff. You bring yourself unnecessary pain because you only get a tiny glimpse of what's going on. You have no idea what's really going on, and people do that weird, I'm gonna post this just to piss somebody off or make somebody upset, and that's unbelievably childish. So, don't feed into it. Just pursue what you were wanting to in the first place. Don't get distracted on I mean, it's hard not to be thinking about it, but when you feel yourself go down kind of in the darker area where you're like wanting to blame yourself or why you didn't see it clearly, don't do that. Just be like, no, I learned from this. I did choose myself when they crossed the boundary, and I cut it off, which is exactly right. That takes so much strength to do that, to be like, we talked about it, you went ahead and did it, so I'm out. That takes a massive amount of strength. So anytime I would combat it with that, anytime you're feeling like hopeless about it or upset about it, or that maybe you did, you could have seen it differently, anything like that, combat it with, no, I chose myself. When push came to shove and they crossed my boundaries that I made really clear, I chose myself. Huge strength. It takes massive amount of strength. Good for you. I think the biggest thing I just keep hearing is just continue to pursue whatever you were into before this distraction happened. And I'm not saying that they can't figure it out and fix things, but that is up to them, and you can't wait or just keep hoping that, anytime they're gonna pull their head out of their ass. That could be years. You just never know. So be proud of yourself, because when push came to shove, you picked yourself, and that was the right thing to do. And now you need to pick yourself again and move forward and pursue what you were going to go after in the first place. Get at it. You can do it. I'll see you later.